Hello you beautiful people and welcome back to Let's Play Warhammer 40k Inquisitor Martyr, and this is probably, well, I'm just guessing, the last episode of the beta build. So last time I checked around 2 hours ago, the game has not been delayed by now as I'm recording this episode, so tomorrow we will have the full release and the full game, so fingers pressed. And I'm really looking forward to it. Right now we have to talk to Omicron, and that is what we are going to do right now. Tech Priest, I couldn't help but notice that the Tech Priest I found at the Monolith was a member of a Requisitional Expedition just like you. They conducted research here, and now the Monolith is stirring. Make me wonder why these expeditions are always connected to heretical activities. Care to explain? As you request for disclosure in the most logical solution, it doesn't help that the text is moving up and down. Anyhow, at this point, everything else hinders efficiency. The Adeptus Mechanicus, much like the Inquisition, includes many factions. The Requisitional Expeditions served as a covert for the secret operations of our factions.
Elaborate, Tech Priest.
We are the Zenerite, specializing in research into archaeotech and Xenos relics in the Caligari sector.
Are you confessing to tech heresy?
Negative, Inquisitor. Several Forge worlds provide discreet support to us. 67.8% of the local Zenerites serve Inquisitors, mostly the ones you call radicals.
Should I find this reassuring? It doesn't mean it is not heresy, only that it could be widespread heresy.
Logical conclusion. Communion with the Cortex records revealed a hexamathic code with the coordinates of the Zenerite base under the Hive. Investigating the location could provide useful data.
Or a meeting with some more wretched cultists.
Alright, and there we have our next mission. Visit the ruined base of the Requisitional Expedition, and that is what we are going to do right now. Alright, mission briefing. My inquiry, oh man, that looks so nice, is leading into very dark places, both figuratively and literally. The unfortunate citizens of the Hive were dragged and sacrificed before an ancient monolith of Xenos origin. However, what I have found even more baffling is that I discovered traces of an ancient Adeptus Mechanicus expedition hunting for the very same Xenos relics. With the help of my Tech Priest, I've located their ruined base in the Underhive. Hopefully I will find answers there. And off we go.
Data source detect 3 locations with faint traces of machine spirit activity. Closer inspection recommended. Rulers defining the sanctuaries of the Omnissiah need to be eliminated.
Alright, and that we then will do. What I can always... Are there skulls? No. A trap at least. What I always find very amazing now in the beta build is how the maps are looking like, you know. It really seems like a used ship or imperial complex on this map, so I really enjoy that. I remember a time right here where the maps weren't as vivid, and that then is really amazing. As I always say, it is so nice to see from where the game actually came and where we are now. That is really nice to see. The game has grown so much, that is quite astonishing, and I didn't know that the close combat champion there is actually dealing friendly fire as well. That of course is very good for us, although I need to switch weapons here to take him down. I have switched, as you might have seen in the last episode, if you have seen it, I switched the... whatever that noise was, the auto pistol to a not bolt pistol, but a auto pistol, so we might not have the same amount of damage output to armor targets there, but that is
Like the Emperor,
to be found out. right now we are actually dealing damage we need to do.
I
And
wonder why this chest was so heavily protected.
come on. Oh no, only close combat. All right. These two guys here are new as well, and I think they look absolutely amazing. As you can see, I'm still very much in love with this game, and I can't wait for the full release where we can finally play through the whole campaign and do not have any character wipes anymore. So that should be an amazing time ahead of us. How far and quick we are going to proceed through the game, I do not know, but that we are about to find out. So still, I think in the past I've played other builds as well with for example, an autogun and a bolt gun or plasma gun for the heavy armored targets, but I think actually the combination with two pistols and then the autogun, and using the two pistols only for heavy armored targets, that is very I think an amazing pair. You can pair up their pistols and a fast firing gun.
Warning. Next security door is locked with a code anathema. A primitive but efficient method to bar the mechanics. You should be able to override it.
So I guess that is still missing. So I've not played this mission before, so I don't know what is actually expecting us here, but we are obviously in for a big fight here. Quickly reload, and then let's try to... Why don't use the Cyclone missile launcher there? Absolutely amazing. Although I thought the missile launcher would do a little bit more damage to the World Bearer Havoc there, but what am I complaining about? We proceeded anyhow. So we have another champion up ahead. Please don't jump me. And I'm gonna take my first inoculator here. Just in case. Wasn't really necessary, but I didn't want to die right there. So before I forget that, I open up this chest.
What have you learned, Inquisitor?
A wise man learns from the deaths of others. Let's see what this lecture is.
Last words to anyone who might find this. God Emperor may have mercy on me. They have found me at the furnace and made me attend to the cogitators, which is the only reliable way of communication in the Underhive. May the Omnissiah forgive me, but I had to do it. Even if I am just a lowly menial and don't even know the proper Kentlics? I made my escape as soon as I could, but they found me. Now I am trapped here. I will rather starve here than suffer the fate of the prisoners, even in death. I will serve the Emperor with what little I know. That is always very wise. Only the leader of the heretics, Cassora, the first son, knows what they are up to, but there are traitor Astartes involved. I saw them. I saw Terra incarnate. The main congregator of the research base is still intact. Use my access litanies. Praise the God Emperor. Alright, as usual, very, very dark. As always, when the Imperium's involved with the traitor legions. Or especially right here. Chaos. Alright, I wanna take down... Don't walk into skulls, I just wanna destroy them. Alright, so no trap here. Come on, go. Don't block yourself. It's actually quite funny that the close combat guys here they are not really a threat, but once they are, if they are getting into larger numbers, then they are of course becoming a threat. I'm wondering, there are all the red rebels there, which I'm wondering they are actually the gunners. So I'm wondering why there are no turrets or anything on our way to attack us. For me, it's absolutely amazing because we don't have to deal with the turrets and self-shooting thingies.
Gas. I hope the filtering bionics won't fail me.
But weird it is. So this room, of course, needs to be cleared out. So 4 Traitor Legion Astartes. The Cyclone strike was quite amazing.
Wither in the war. Apparently the Chaos Marines are the masters of the cult. We had a cogitator, which might be linked to the network of the Forsaken Sons. Overheat.
Alright, still 2 remain. First of all, I want to take down the squishy targets right here, so I can just focus on the ugly Traitor Legion guys here.
Reloading.
I'm actually a little bit overwhelmed by how many units are here. That you don't have too often, but I'm pulling here right and left. That is of course not the best thing to do. So the big targets are down, that is the important part, and then we have everything cleared out. So let's see what we are going to find right here after we've killed the little cultists there. Glory to the truth. We have disposed of the corpses of the tech priests from the base. There were almost no survivors left after your magnificent arrival. Only a few servitors remained. My disciples captured an unbeliever at the furnace who was able to establish a proper communication network and erase any records about the monolith. He will begin his tasks immediately. My initiates have started to gather offerings to the dark gods. The hive dwells have proven to be useful to our cause. It is just as you said, Master. The light of the monolith is weak now, but it is like a gathering whirlwind growing with every soul sent to the warp. In time it will become a mighty tempest. It is a gift from the gods that the proper constellations of the Great Offering will only congregate in 3 decades. I will lead many to the truth, and we will have time to give thousands to the gods. I will report any further progress. Praise the truth and death to the false emperor. Alright. So then we at last have to go to the last area number 3. Until now, I was honestly a tiny little bit afraid that this mission would be a harder one, but for now it seems like not the hardest we have played as of yet. I want to take the nasty mines out, or at least a few of them, so we have a clear way to go to the little enemies right here. I think on the one hand, I think this setting here is absolutely amazing, though I think it could be a little bit darker, and then the atmosphere with the music would be way cooler, but you know, that's just my tiny little opinion right here. So that was no challenge at all. Let's see whether we are going to find a challenge in the last area right here. At least we have a Chaos Sorcerer up ahead, so he's quite powerful with his lightning blasts. Let's see whether that is going to be the thing right now. Alright, now I will face this guy. Welcome, fellow seeker of the truth. What is this? No master, I was faithful. Alright, there is a Hellbrute. Is it going to kill him? That would be so funny.
Looks like your friend freed you from the burden of your limbs. Emperor, be my shield and strength.
Alright, the good part is we have a little bit of nice action.
Target in sight.
And that's absolutely insane. The Cyclone Missile Launcher nearly did 3000 damage there, which is absolutely astonishing. I wanted to focus it down, and I think I have to take care of the little guys here at first.
Reloading.
Come on, reload quicker. Okay, there's a large door, but here's a artifact. Alright, that was the mission then. We
Justice done here. I have brought the Emperor's justice to the faithless and avenged countless innocents.
Yep, you did. Let's actually exit here and take a last look for the better at the things we have received. We found a nice little plasma pistol. Sadly, it won't be of any use. Congratulations, you have reached the next level. Negotiation is surrender. Alright, Doug again. And claiming that for the last time in the beta. Let's take a quick look right here. So, this one of course is a major upgrade, and the bolt pistol should be a upgrade as well, so I take it. And that should for now then be it. That one's an upgrade as well. 17 should be. So we nearly went to a power rating of 200 here in the beta. So guys, that brings us finally to the end of this episode. As you know, I, as usual, really thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed this episode, then why don't you give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. If you have any feedback, leave me a comment, whether it's negative or positive. It's always much appreciated, and we will see us tomorrow with the full release, hopefully the full release of Inquisitor Martyr, and well, the journey then begins. For now, I really thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed this episode, then guys, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you in the next episode. Until then, have a nice day, stay frosty, bye.